Hey class, hi, hello, namaste, adab, sat sri akal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam and khamma gani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, and as you all know, this is your this is your quadrilaterals in one shot. Okay, and this is for CBSE 9, so this is the one shot series, and in which we will be doing the complete quadrilateral in one shot. So let's start the class, and before I start the class, once again, welcome all of you, and don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the video, and subscribe to this channel. And please watch the video throughout till the end, because in this part we'll be solving some very good questions from this topic, and we'll be revising the whole topic again, so that your pre-revision of this whole chapter will be done and all the doubts which are related to this part will be done. Also, you can refer to the videos of the Umang series which I have which are published earlier. In that I have explained all these in detail, so that will make your understanding more clear if you are having more doubts in this session. Okay, so we'll be starting the class now. So as you all know, what is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon, that is a polygon of four sides which has four angles and four vertices, right? After that, angle sum property of a quadrilateral says that the sum of four interior angles is 360 degree. Its proof I have discussed in the Umang series, है ना? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will be 360 degrees, and you will divide this quadrilateral in two triangles. Their angle sum property, if you use, you will get the proof of this theorem. After that, the types of quadrilaterals. So these are all these special quadrilaterals. Okay, these are all these special quadrilaterals. So we have trapezium, kite, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, and square. So if I make this tree for a quadrilaterals, okay, first thing comes is your trapezium. Remember, the definition is very important for this part, trapezium, and the other part is your kite. For trapezium, we need one pair of parallel sides. Any quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides will be called a trapezium. And for kite, we want two pair of adjacent sides are equal. In kite, two pair of adjacent sides are equal. Got it? So with this definition, you can understand trapezium is one pair of parallel sides. In kite, two pair of parallel sides. Then in trapezium comes one more type of special quadrilateral, that is your parallelogram. Okay, that is what? That is your parallelogram. And in a parallelogram, we want two pairs of parallel sides. What do we want? We want two pairs of parallel sides. Okay. Under parallelogram comes two more special quadrilaterals. Okay. One is your rhombus, and the other is your rectangle. Rhombus is a quadrilateral whose all sides are equal. Don't confuse it that in a square all sides are equal. Square has some different definition. So rhombus is a quadrilateral in which all sides are equal, and rectangle is a quadrilateral in which all angles are equal. That is, all angles are 90 degree. Right? Now under the rhombus and rectangle comes another special quadrilateral, that is your square. And the definition for square is a quadrilateral in which all sides and all angles are equal. All sides and all angles are equal. So you can clearly understand how these quadrilateral are arranged. So you can understand all those kind of questions from this part. That suppose if I say all parallelograms are trapezium, so you just have to see that whether parallelograms are following the definition of trapezium or not. So you will see in a parallelogram two pair of parallel sides are present. For trapezium, I need one. So if there are two pair of parallel sides, definitely there is one pair of parallel sides. That is, a parallelogram comes under trapezium. Okay, in rhombus and rectangle, there are again two pair of parallel sides. Okay, and in square follows the properties of all. So you can see the order. So square will follow the properties of trapezium, parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, and kite as well. Square also comes under kite, because in square, since all sides are equal, there are two pair of adjacent sides. Parallelogram will be rhombus, rectangle, and square will also follow all the properties of parallelogram. Rhombus for properties will be followed by a square. Rectangles properties will be followed by a square, like that. So that whole chain will explain to you the whole part about this quadrilateral, these special quadrilaterals. These definitions are very important for you to understand each and every type of quadrilateral. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. Also in the Umang series, in the first session, I've explained all of this in detail. Do check out that video if you want to understand it from the very beginning. Okay, so this is your trapezium, this is your kite, this is your parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus and square. Okay, different shapes we have just shown. Then properties of a parallelogram beta, if we'll see, so in a parallelogram, the diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Or every diagonal, there are two diagonals in a parallelogram, okay, and both the diagonals divides the parallelogram into congruent triangles. You can prove it using the criteria ki sir, first thing, this angle and this angle are equal because the sides are parallel. Then this angle and this angle is equal because sides are parallel, and then AC is the common side. So by angle side angle, both the triangles are congruent. Since these both the triangles are congruent, from here you get the other properties, that is, in the parallelogram opposite sides are of equal length, adjacent angles are supplementary, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. That means diagonals divide each other in two equal parts. These are the properties of a parallelogram. Now whatever the properties, these five properties, first here and these four properties of the parallelogram will also be followed by square, rectangle and rhombus. But in addition, there will be some extra properties which will be there for rhombus, then for rectangle and then for square. So what are these extra properties? So see, first for rhombus, I will say the extra property is, first thing we know in the definition itself, all sides are equal. That is the definition only, right? All sides are equal. So in rhombus, all sides are equal. In parallelogram only opposite sides are equal. In rhombus, all sides are equal. Rest all the properties will be followed. Diagonals will divide it into two congruent triangles. Adjacent angles will be supplementary. Opposite angles will be supplementary, and diagonals will bisect each other. Got it? Opposite angles will be equal and diagonals will bisect each other. All the properties of the parallelogram will be followed here. One more special property which is very important for a rhombus, that is, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. It is a very important part. In a parallelogram, when diagonals bisect each other, the angle between the diagonals could be anything, can be anything. But in case of rhombus, the angle between the diagonals is where they bisect each other, where they intersect, is always 90 degree. So diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other as well as they bisect each other. So this is an important property, extra property of rhombus. Okay. Then next we'll talk about the properties of rectangle. Okay. So for rectangle, according to the definition, first thing, all angles are equal or all angles are 90 degree. Okay, all angles of the rectangle are 90 degree. The second important part for the rectangle is, which is very important, is diagonals of a rectangle are equal. Diagonals of a rectangle are equal. अब देखो, in a parallelogram and in a rhombus, diagonals are not equal. They can be different as well. But in case of rectangle, if you have a rectangle, the diagonals will always be equal. What will be the angle between the diagonals? We don't know. Okay, it is not like in rectangle also the diagonals are at 90 degree. No, in rectangle the angle between the diagonals can be anything, but the diagonals will be equal. So rhombus and rectangle both have these extra properties which are different to each other. Then comes your square. A square will follow the properties of both the rhombus as well as rectangle. So one thing, all sides, that is in the definition we know, all sides and all angles are equal. All sides and all angles are equal. So this can come as a true and false. Ki suppose if I ask you, a quadrilateral in which all sides are equal is always a square, Is it true or false? What is the statement? A quadrilateral in which all sides are equal is always a square. True or false? So it will be false. Why? Because if all sides are equal, if I only give you that all sides are equal, it will be a rhombus. But when I say all sides and all angles are equal, then we will say it is a square. Got it? So understand the definition very precisely. Second thing, in rhombus, as in square, as the diagonals were bisecting each other, this will also followed by square. So diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. That will also be followed by square. And the third part of the rectangle, that is diagonals are equal. Got it? So this is how you can understand the extra properties. Rest all the properties of parallelogram will be followed by the square, rectangle and rhombus. Got it? Okay. After that there is midpoint theorem. So what does midpoint theorem says? Midpoint theorem says very simple thing. Ki suppose E is the midpoint of AB, F is the midpoint of AC. So if I draw a line joining this midpoint, so EF, so the line joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle will be parallel to the third side. That means the side which we have not involved yet. AB's midpoint is E, AC's midpoint is F. So third side left is BC. So EF and BC will be parallel and half of it. That is, if E is the midpoint of AB, F is the midpoint of AC, we can say EF will be parallel to BC and EF will be half of BC. This is your midpoint theorem, a very important part of this chapter. EF is parallel to BC and EF is half of BC if E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. Okay. After that comes your midpoint theorems converse. So it is just the opposite of that. In that, we will say ki suppose E is the midpoint of AB. E is the midpoint of AB and through E I am drawing a line. Ab dekho, the line can be drawn in many ways, but I will draw a line in such a way that this line should be parallel to this BC. This line is parallel to BC. So through the midpoint of any one side of a triangle, if I draw a line parallel to another side, EF and BC are parallel. So if EF is parallel to BC, then I can say that this line will be intersecting the third side at its midpoint. Then we can say F is midpoint of AC. Got it? A line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisects the third side. Okay. So in the midpoint theorem, both the points were given, they were midpoint, and we say that this line EF is parallel to BC and EF is half of BC. Here EF and BC are given parallel, only E is given as the midpoint, so I can say F will also be a midpoint. So this is your midpoint theorem and the converse of midpoint theorem. Okay, then there are some minimum conditions for proving any quadrilateral to be a parallelogram or any quadrilateral to be a rectangle, any quadrilateral to be a rhombus, any quadrilateral to be a square. So this whole part I have done in detail Umang series first session. So do not forget to check out that video as well. Very helpful. Okay, trust me, that will be the best revision for you. Okay, चलो अब देखो थोड़े से questions solve करते हैं. Let's look at some questions. First question is two opposite angles of a parallelogram are 3x minus 2 and 50 minus x. Find the measure of each angle of the parallelogram. Okay. So suppose if it is my parallelogram, so one angle is 3x minus 2, other angle is 50 minus x. Find the measurement of each angle. Let's say angle A, B, C and D. I know since it is a parallelogram, opposite angles will be equal. Opposite angles are equal. So angle A and angle C will be equal. So 3x minus 2 is equal to 50 minus x. Shift minus x over there, minus 2 over here. So 3x plus x is equal to 50 plus 2. So 4x is equal to 52 and x is equal to 13. X is 13, not the angle. X is 13. So what will be the value of angle A or angle C? Anyone. So I can say, sir, angle A will be equal to 3x minus 2, which means 3 into 13 minus 2. 3 into 13 is 39, minus 2 is 37 degree. So angle A is 37 degree. If angle A is 37 degree, angle C also will be 37 degree. Right? After that, I know that the adjacent angles are supplementary. That means angle A plus angle B must be equal to 180 degree because adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, so angle A is 37 degree plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. So I will be getting angle B is equal to 180 minus 37. So it will be equal to, angle B will be equal to 143 degree. Correct? And since opposite angles are equal, so if angle B is 143, angle D also will be 143. So angle D is equal to angle B is equal to 143 degree because opposite angles are equal. So this is how you have got all the angles of this parallelogram. This is how you have got all the angles of this parallelogram. Okay, let's go for the next question. Next question is this. In figure given below, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, understand first thing, ABCD is a parallelogram. Got it? In which angle A, this complete angle A is 60 degree. If the bisectors of angle A and angle B meet at P, prove that AD is equal to DP, PC is equal to BC and DC is twice of AD. ठीक है, अब देखो, let's play with the angles part. If angle A is 60 degree, I can clearly say, sir, angle A plus angle B will be equal to 180 degree because they are the adjacent angles of a parallelogram. Correct? They are supplementary. So angle A is 60 plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. You will get angle B as 120 degree. Correct, beta? Angle B as 120 degree. So angle B, to complete angle B, will be 120 degree. If angle A is 60 degree, angle C also will be 60 degree, and angle D all will be angle equal to angle B, which is 120 degree. So I can clearly say, sir, angle A equal to angle C is equal to 60 degree. Angle B equal to angle D is equal to 120 degree. Okay. What is the next part which I can get? One thing I know that AP and BP are the bisectors of angle A and angle B. They are what? They are bisectors. So this 60 degree will be divided in two equal parts. So this is 30 degree and this is also 30 degree. And 120 degree divided in two equal parts. This is 60 degree and this is also 60 degree. Correct? Ab beta, focus on this triangle DAP. So I can say that, sir, in triangle DAP, देखो, I know angle D is 120 degree plus angle DAP is 30 degree plus angle DPA I don't know, but I know angle sum property. The angles, three angles of a triangle, if I add, the answer must be 180 degree. So from here 180 plus 30 is 150. Shift it over there. Angle DPA is equal to 30 degree. Angle DPA is equal to 30 degree. ठीक है बेटा, अब देखो, you will see here that angle DAP is equal to angle DPA. Both are equal to 30 degree. So if two angles of a triangle are equal, the sides opposite to them will be equal. So opposite to this we have AD, opposite to this we have DP. So I can say DP is equal to AD. First result we have got. DP and AD are equal to each other. Right? Similarly, look at this part. In triangle BPC, again angle sum property if you will use, this is 60, this is 60, so the remaining angle will also again be 60 degree. So I can say, using angle sum property, angle BPC will be 60 degree. ठीक है. Angle BPC is 60, this is 60, this is 60. So BPC is an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. So here also I can say कि sir BC is equal to PC. Here also I have got the result that BC is equal to PC. Since angle BPC, I can say कि BPC is an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. So I can say BP is equal to BC because BPC is equilateral triangle. How can I say it is an equilateral triangle? Because all the three sides are equal. So BP is equal to PC, I have to write, not BC. BP all the three sides are equal na? So I can say कि sir PC is equal to BC. Okay, that I have got. अब देखो, फर्स्ट रिजल्ट डन, सेकेंड रिजल्ट डन. थर्ड रिजल्ट इज वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट DC इज 2 टाइम्स ऑफ AD. DC इज 2 टाइम्स ऑफ AD. ठीक है. अब एक बात बताओ बेटा, भाई व्हाट इज DC इक्वल टू? DC इज इक्वल टू DP प्लस PC. DP कैन बी रिटन एज AD प्लस PC I can write as BC. Also, one more thing. Since these are AD and BC are opposite sides of a parallelogram, AD and BC will be equal because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So if AD and BC both are equal, in place of BC also I can write AD again. So DC is equal to AD plus AD. That means DC is equal to 2 times of AD. That means DC is equal to 2 times of AD. Got it? So this is how this question will be solved. Quite an easy question. Just focus on the angles, because whatever information is given, based on that we will get the part. I saw they have given me angles, angle bisectors were given. So I started thinking about the angles, and that is how I have got my answer. So try to get as much information from the diagram as you can, and then you will get to know what is my useful information, and accordingly you will proceed for the question. Okay. ठीक है. Now beta, before I move ahead, I would like to tell you all कि भाई till now whatever problems you are facing wherever you are studying related to the doubts or related to the notes, related to the preparation of competitive examinations or choice of language, whatever it is, all your problems will be solved at Vedantu, because first thing, your doubts will be solved in each and every class by a dedicated teacher. Notes and assignments will be provided to you free of will be provided to you after every session. Test will be taken in a regular interval of time, that too based on the examination pattern, है ना? जो exam you are preparing for, according to that the test will be set, so that you prepare yourself better way, in a more better way for the examination. Competitive examinations like NTSE, KVPY, Olympiad, no need to go anywhere else. Everything will be provided at Vedantu. Schedule, that is, suppose if you miss your class because of some reason. Right now, same thing, if you miss your class because of some reason in your school, you cannot tell your teacher ki sir please teach it one more time. Right, that cannot happen here. But at Vedantu, suppose if you miss your class, you will always have an option to watch the recording before the next class whenever you want, wherever you want. Right, there is no compulsion ki class mein aana hai of mobile phone. You can just watch the recording of the whole class, understand that whole class, and then in the next class you will feel like you have not missed out on anything. And then choice of language, that is Hindi or English, anything. ठीक है. Other than that, you are getting unlimited live classes. All micro and crash courses are available free of cost to you. Performance reports will be shared with you, and personalized attention to each and every student. Okay. तो बेटा for this registration इसके लिए क्या करोगे भाई? You just need to go to this link. कौन सा लिंक है ये? vdnt.in/ytpro. इस लिंक पे जाओ एंड अप्लाई द कूपन कोड GP Pro. जैसे ये कूपन कोड लगाओगे यू विल गेट 15% ऑफ, सीधा 15% ऑफ यू विल गेट. ठीक है. अब देखो आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दिस पार्ट. मैं फी के बारे में जो भी है, प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर है, वो सब कुछ बताऊंगा एट द एंड. अभी क्लास को कंटिन्यू करते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखो भाई. P and Q आर द पॉइंट्स ऑफ ट्राइसेक्शन ऑफ द डायगोनल BD ऑफ अ पैरेललोग्राम ABCD. थोड़ा हैवी हो गया. डायगोनल BD के ट्राइसेक्शन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग? फर्स्ट थिंग वी गॉट टू नो ABCD इज अ पैरेललोग्राम. अब ट्राइसेक्शन का मीनिंग क्या होता है बेटा? देखो बाइसेक्ट वर्ड सुना हुआ है, बाइसेक्ट. Bi means two, sect means divide करना. So two equal parts is called bisect. Similarly, trisection means three equal parts. So if P and Q are trisecting the diagonal BD, that means BP, PQ and QD are equal to each other. BP is equal to PQ is equal to QD. ठीक है, यहाँ पे BP is equal to PQ is equal to QD. Then prove that what they are saying कि भैया prove करो, क्या prove करना है, that ACQ is parallel to AP and AC bisects PQ. ठीक है, अब देखो यार भाई, first thing है, since we know that ABCD is a parallelogram, we know ABCD is a So we know ABCD is a parallelogram. So I can clearly say for sure that, sir, in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. In a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So I can say AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. Why? Because diagonals bisect each other. ठीक है? Okay sir, correct. After that, what is the next thing I can say? कि sir, BP is equal to PQ is equal to QD is given, है ना? I have to prove that the CQ is parallel to AP. So to prove them parallel, most of the times we use the converse theorems of interior alternate or corresponding or exterior alternate, something like that. So I saw two triangles. Which two triangles I can see over here? But I can clearly see two triangles. One is triangle this PAOP, तो ये triangle दिख रहा है, and the other triangle is QOC. So these two triangles I will try to prove congruent. Okay. तो first तो बेटा मेरे को पता है AO and OC are equal to each other. ठीक है, फिर ये वाला एंगल एंड ये वाला एंगल भी इक्वल होगा क्योंकि वर्टिकली अपोजिट एंगल. अब और क्या है यार, क्या कहना ही से कि भाई PO एंड QO विल आल्सो बी इक्वल, तो वो कैसे कर सकता हूं? तो देखो यार, बहुत इजी सी बात है, कुछ नहीं करना है. एक इक्वेशन है मेरे पास में कि सर BO इज इक्वल टू OD, ये लिखा हुआ है जस्ट. और एक और चीज मुझे पता है कि सर BP इज इक्वल टू DQ, BP इज इक्वल टू DQ. एक काम करो बेटा, सबट्रैक्ट बोथ द इक्वेशंस. So if I subtract these two equations, what I will be getting? I will be getting BO minus BP is equal to DO minus DQ. अब देखो, from BO, if I subtract BP, I am left with OP. And here, from DO, if I subtract DQ, I am left with OQ. So we have got OP is equal to OQ. We have got OP is equal to OQ. Once we know that OP and OQ are also equal to each other, OP and OQ are also equal to each other, so both the triangles can be proved congruent very easily. So in triangle AOP and triangle COQ, beta first thing, AO is equal to OC, ये रहा यहाँ पे, diagonals bisect each other. Then angle AOP is equal to angle COQ because they are vertically opposite angle, and then OP is equal to OQ. We have just proved it over here. So which criteria it is? Side angle side rule. So by SAS rule, I can say triangle AOP is congruent to triangle COQ. ठीक है बेटा, these two triangles are congruent. अब देखो, if these two triangles are congruent, I can clearly say by CPCT कि सर जी this angle and this angle will also be equal, right? तो I can say that sir by CPCT this angle and this angle will be equal. तो by CPCT I can say angle OCQ is equal to angle OAP because both the triangles were congruent. अब देखो, if these two triangles are congruent, तो you can clearly see कि sir, if I consider two lines, one is CQ and one is AP, and if I consider this AC as my transversal, so they are forming a pair of interior alternate angle. So I can clearly say, sir, by converse of interior alternate angle theorem, since interior alternate angles formed are equal, the lines must be parallel. So this line will be parallel to this line. So we can clearly say AP is parallel to CQ. ठीक है बेटा, फर्स्ट रिजल्ट इज डन. फर्स्ट रिजल्ट इज डन. अब देखो AP एंड CQ वी हैव गॉट पैरेलल. ऑल्सो भाई ये हम दोनों ने वी हैव गॉट दीज टू ट्राइंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट. तो CPCT से एक और बात आती है, दैट इज कि AP इज इक्वल टू CQ. ये भी तो बोल सकते हैं बाय CPCT, both the triangles are congruent. So you can clearly see if one pair of sides, so I can say in quadrilateral, okay, I can say that sir, in quadrilateral APCQ, by we know AP is parallel to CQ and AP is equal to CQ. So if one pair of opposite sides are equal as well as parallel, one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, I can clearly say APCQ is a parallelogram. ठीक है. अब अगर APCQ is a parallelogram, we know diagonals will bisect each other. तो I can say QO is equal to OP and AO is equal to OC. खाली और खाली in this diagonal मैं बोल रहा हूँ, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इस diagonal में. Correct. So the diagonals are bisecting each other. So I can clearly say AC bisects PQ. अभी तो वैसे डायरेक्टली भी अपने को पता है ना भाई, QA is equal to OP तो पता है, यहाँ पे से भी लिख सकते हैं डायरेक्ट, है ना. ऐसा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, यहाँ पे मिल गया OP is equal to OQ and AO is equal to OC, तो डायरेक्टली मिल गया that the diagonals bisect each other. ठीक है बेटा. So this is how this question will be solved. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखो. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या बोल रहा है, ABCD इज अ पैरेललोग्राम. ठीक है, ABCD इज अ पैरेललोग्राम. AD, ये जो AD है इज प्रोड्यूस्ड टू E सो दैट DE इज इक्वल टू DC. तो ये जो DE जो है बेटा एंड दिस DC दे आर इक्वल टू ईच अदर, इस तरीके से प्रोड्यूस किया. एंड EC प्रोड्यूस्ड, ये जो EC जो प्रोड्यूस किया हुआ है, इट मीट्स EC को ज्वाइन किया एंड दिस आई हैव प्रोड्यूस, इट मीट्स AB प्रोड्यूस्ड एट F. ठीक है सर. प्रूव दैट BF एंड BC आर ऑल्सो इक्वल. BF एंड BC आर ऑल्सो इक्वल. ठीक है. अब ये वाला क्वेश्चन ध्यान से देखना, क्या बोला है देखो यार कि ABCD इज अ पैरेललोग्राम. ठीक है. एंड AD इज प्रोड्यूस्ड टू E, तो AD को E से प्रोड्यूस किया है सच दैट DE इज इक्वल टू EC. अब एक बात बताओ बेटा, अगर DE एंड DC आर इक्वल, तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ ना फोकस इन दिस ट्राइंगल DEC, ये ट्राइंगल पे फोकस करो. इफ यू फोकस इन दिस ट्राइंगल, तो आई कैन से सर इन ट्राइंगल DEC, भाई फर्स्ट थिंग DE इज इक्वल टू DC, ये दिया हुआ है. सो द एंगल अपोजिट टू दीज टू साइड्स विल बी इक्वल. तो आई कैन से सर दिस एंगल is equal to this angle. Okay, so I can say sir angle DCE is equal to angle DEC. ठीक है, ये दोनों एंगल आर इक्वल. करेक्ट. एक और बात है बेटा, व्हाट इज दैट अदर थिंग, कि अगर तुम लोग ऐसे देखोगे कि कंसिडर दीज टू साइड्स, भाई सिंस ABCD is a parallelogram, since ABCD is a parallelogram, so this DC and AB will be parallel, है ना. वी नो दैट AB is parallel to CD. तो if AB is parallel to CD, then I can clearly say that sir AB produced, that is your AF is also parallel to CD. Any part or the extending, even upon extending two parallel lines, they will always remain parallel. तो दिस AB and AF and CD, they are two parallel sides. दिख रहा है? Correct. And this part here, if you will see, this CF is acting as a transversal over here. यहाँ CF पे दिख रहा है, CF is acting as a transversal. तो this angle and this angle will be equal to each other. होगा equal because of corresponding angle. तो I can say, sir, angle DCE is equal to angle CFB because of corresponding angles. Because of corresponding angles. ठीक है, ये पार्ट हो गया. अब आफ्टर दैट एक और जगह पे फोकस करो. नेक्स्ट पार्ट में जो फोकस करना है, अब देखो भाई, आई नो दैट सर इफ AD इज पैरेलल टू BC, ये जो लाइन BC है, दिस BC and AD, if they are parallel to each other, then I can clearly say कि सर AD extended, that is AE will also be parallel to BC. हाँ सर, तो ये दोनों लाइंस जो हैं, ये दोनों are also parallel to each other. Both the red lines are parallel to each other. And if I take this CE as my transversal line, ये अगर ऐसे ट्रांसवर्सल ले रहे हैं बेटा, तो यू कैन क्लियरली सी कि सर ये जो एंगल है विल बी इक्वल टू दिस एंगल अगेन बिकॉज ऑफ करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स. देख लो, राइट. तो आई कैन क्लियरली से कि सर ये जो एंगल DEC जो है दैट इज इक्वल टू एंगल BCF. ठीक है, these three results we have got. अब एक बात बताओ बेटा, ये दोनों एंगल इक्वल थे, दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल इज इक्वल, दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल इज इक्वल. तो फ्रॉम दिस फर्स्ट, सेकेंड एंड थर्ड इक्वेशन देखो, DCE इज इक्वल टू CFB, DEC is equal to BCF and DCE and DEC, if they are equal to each other, I can clearly say that sir angle CFB is equal to angle BCF. CFB is equal to BCF. ये दोनों एंगल इक्वल है. ठीक है, तो इफ यू विल सी कि सर इन ट्राइंगल BCF में वी हैव एंगल CFB is equal to angle BCF. So if two angles are equal, side opposite to them will be equal to each other. So opposite to BC we have BF and opposite to BF we have, opposite to this angle F we have BC. So I can clearly say BF is equal to BC. बस हो गया काम, hence proof, right? So this is how you have got your result. Correct. So this is how this question can be solved. Very amazing question, although easy, but you need to think about this part. So whenever the sides are given equal, try to get as much information as you can get from that diagram and then think कि हाँ what can be done next. पैरेलल साइड्स, पैरेललोग्राम है तो पैरेलल साइड्स के बारे में भी सोचना पड़ेगा. उस तरीके से you have to proceed with this question. Got it? So this is how we have got the answer for this question. Very important question. अच्छा क्वेश्चन था काफी. डायग्राम वगैरह अच्छे से बनाना. इफ देखो इन दिस पार्ट डायग्राम ऑल्सो मे नॉट बी गिवन, तो तुम लोगों को डायग्राम भी खुद से ड्रॉ करना पड़ सकता है. ओके, बिकॉज दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन इन विच विदाउट डायग्राम ऑल्सो दे कैन आस्क, तो डायग्राम यू हैव टू ड्रॉ ऑन योर ओन. ओके, तो ट्राई करना, प्रैक्टिस करना विदाउट लुकिंग एट दिस डायग्राम. आर यू एबल टू ड्रॉ दिस और नॉट? ओके, चलो लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन बेटा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है देखो, इन अ ट्राइंगल ABC DE and F are respectively the midpoints of BC, CA and AB. So D is the midpoint of BC, E is the midpoint of CA and F is the midpoint of AB. This is what is given. AB, BC and CA are of 7, 8 and 9 centimeter. AB 7 का है, BC 8 का है and CA is of 9 centimeter. Find the perimeter of triangle DEF. ठीक है, perimeter of DEF पता करना है बेटा. तो एक बात दिख रही है क्या यार, कि साफ दिख रहा है कि सर मिड पॉइंट्स दिया हुआ है, तो आई कैन क्लियरली यूज मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम. तो आई कैन से यूजिंग मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम इन ट्राइंगल ABC. अब तीन तरीके से मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम आई कैन यूज. हाउ? देखो यार, फर्स्ट तरीका तो ये हो गया आई विल से कि सर एफ ई जो है is parallel to BC. Since E and F are the midpoints, so FE will be parallel to BC and FE will be half of BC. So I will say sir FE is equal to half of BC. BC कितना है बेटा देखो, it is given AB is 7 centimeter, BC is 8 centimeter and CA or AC is 9 centimeter. So half of BC that means half of 8 which is equal to 4 centimeter. तो FE कितना हो गया बेटा 4. ठीक है. सेकेंड केस देखो, सेकेंड केस क्या होगा भाई, सेकेंड केस में आई कैन से कि सर दिस DE एंड AB, ये वाली दो साइड्स कंसिडर करो. D is the midpoint of BC, E is the midpoint of AC. तो अगेन बाय यूजिंग मिडपॉइंट थ्योरम आई कैन से सर DE is half of AB. That is half of AB is what? 7 centimeter, so 3.5 centimeter. Right? Correct? And then again using midpoint theorem in this part, DF and AC. DF and AC को देखो तो I can say sir DF will be equal to half of AC, that is half of 9 centimeter, which is 4.5 centimeter. So now I can say sir perimeter of triangle DEF, ये 4 है, this is 4.5 and this is 3.5. तो perimeter of triangle DEF will be DE plus EF plus DF, यही तो होता है perimeter. So perimeter will be equal to DE I know is 3.5 plus EF is 4 plus DF is 4.5, that is 12 centimeter. So the perimeter of triangle DEF will be 12 centimeter. As simple as that यार, और क्या चाहिए? Correct, as simple as that. Also अब देखो भाई ये ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं एरिया निकालो, तो एरिया निकालने के लिए क्या हेरॉन्स फॉर्मूला लगा के एरिया निकल जाएगा, समझ रहे हो? तो उस तरीके से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखो यार, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है दिस कि इन दिस फिगर BE इज परपेंडिकुलर टू AC. BE जो साइड है वो जो है परपेंडिकुलर टू AC है. AD इज एनी लाइन फ्रॉम A टू BC intersecting BE in H. P, Q and R are respectively the midpoints of AH, AB and BC. Prove that angle PQR is equal to 90 degree. ठीक है. अपने को क्या बोला है बेटा, देखो फर्स्ट थिंग BE परपेंडिकुलर टू AC, तो देखो एक 90 डिग्री तो यहां दे दिया और प्रूफ करने का बोल रहा है PQR, मतलब ये वाला जो एंगल है दैट दे आर आस्किंग यू टू प्रूव 90 डिग्री. ठीक है. अब देखो क्या क्या बोला है. एनी लाइन, अच्छा AD इज एनी लाइन, कोई भी एक लाइन है, नॉट परपेंडिकुलर, एनी लाइन फ्रॉम A टू BC इंटरसेक्टिंग BE एट H, है ना, BE को H पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है. हाँ. P, Q and R are respectively the midpoints of AH, AB and BC. P जो है बेटा that is the midpoint of AH, Q is the midpoint of AB, तो Q is the midpoint of AB and R is the midpoint of BC, तो ये BR is equal to RC. ठीक है. R is the midpoint of BC. ठीक है. This is what is given. अब एक बात बेटा अगर दिख रही है तुमको तो यार मिड पॉइंट इतना अगर मिड पॉइंट दे रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियसली मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम तो यूज होनी चाहिए, है ना. अब देखो मैं क्या दिमाग लगा रहा हूं, देखो मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम तो लगेगा. अब क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग कि एक बात बताओ यार भाई, फर्स्ट थिंग एक तो मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम लग जाएगा ये QR और AC को लेके, एक मिड पॉइंट लग जाएगा QP और ये BH को लेके. ठीक है. तो पहले ये QR वाले पे लगाते हैं. तो यार ये Q मिड पॉइंट है AB का, R इज मिड पॉइंट ऑफ BC एंड ये AC तुम्हारी थर्ड साइड हो गई. करेक्ट है. तो आई कैन से सर इन ट्राइंगल ABC यूजिंग मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम I can clearly say QR will be parallel to AC and QR is half of AC. ठीक है. एंगल्स है तो अपने को ज्यादा वो लेंथ से फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. ये ध्यान रख लो कि QR और AC जो है बेटा दे आर पैरेलल। और ये देखो तुम लोग कि दिस EH इज एक्टिंग एज अ ट्रांसवर्सल लाइन। तो आई कैन से कि सर इफ सिंस QR is parallel to AC, I can clearly say sir angle CEH and angle EHQ is equal to angle EHQ, दोनों equal होंगे, equal to 90 डिग्री, because they are forming interior alternate angle, है ना, इंटीरियर ऑल्टरनेट एंगल दे आर फॉर्मिंग। ठीक है, ये वाला एक एंगल 90 आ गया, करेक्ट। अब एक काम करो बेटा, फोकस करो, कौन से पे फोकस करोगे, अब फोकस करो इस वाले ट्राइंगल पे। ये P और Q भी तो मिड पॉइंट है, तो एक ट्राइंगल दिख रहा है हमको ये वाला, कौन सा, AHB, ये भी तो एक ट्राइंगल है। सो नाउ आई कैन से कि सर इन ट्राइंगल ABH यूजिंग मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम क्या बोल सकते हैं बेटा कि सर दिस लाइन PQ इज पैरेलल टू BH, PQ इज पैरेलल टू BH। PQ और BH जो है बेटा वो दोनों लाइन हमारे पास में क्या हो गई है, पैरेलल हो गई है। ठीक है, अब इन दोनों पैरेलल लाइंस को देखो तुम लोग। अब अगर इन दोनों पैरेलल लाइंस को ध्यान से देखोगे तो PQ और BH अगर पैरेलल, तो आई कैन से कि सर PQ इज पैरेलल टू BE कंप्लीटली ना। PQ और BE जो है वो कंप्लीटली पैरेलल लाइंस हो गई। PQ और BE जो है दे आर कंप्लीटली पैरेलल लाइंस। ठीक है, अब मेरे को वो एंगल को 90 डिग्री करना है, तो 90 डिग्री कैसे हो गया, हो गया, देखो 90 डिग्री कैसे होगा, देखो ध्यान से। थोड़ा सा आई विल रिमूव दिस ड्राइंग, थोड़ा सा हल्का सा यहाँ पे, सो दैट तुमको डायग्राम दिखेगा अच्छे से, है ना। हल्का सा डायग्राम को रिमूव कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, हल्का सा, ताकि तुम लोगों को दिख जाए थोड़ा अच्छे से। ओके, देखो क्या कह रहा हूँ बेटा मैं कि भाई फर्स्ट थिंग अपने को ये तो पता चल गया, PQ एंड दिस BE दे आर पैरेलल, ये पैरेलल है। और अपने को बेटा ये बात भी पता थी, क्या पता था अपने को कि सर जी ये जो एंगल जो था एंगल EHQ ये 90 डिग्री है ना। अब एक बात बताओ यार, ये PQ और BE दो पैरेलल लाइंस है, एंड ये जो है QR इज एक्टिंग एज अ ट्रांसवर्सल, दो पैरेलल लाइंस दिख रही है यहाँ पे, टू पैरेलल लाइंस। PQ जो है वो तुम्हारी पैरेलल लाइन है ना, ये PQ और ये BE दोनों पैरेलल लाइंस है। तो ये वाला एंगल एंड ये वाला एंगल दोनों क्या हो रहे हैं, इंटीरियर कंसेक्यूटिव एंगल्स हो रहे हैं, दोनों इंटीरियर कंसेक्यूटिव एंगल्स हैं। तो आई कैन से एंगल PQH प्लस एंगल EHQ इज इक्वल टू 180 डिग्री। रीजन क्या हो जाएगा, इंटीरियर कंसेक्यूटिव एंगल्स। तो PQH का तो मुझे पता नहीं, प्लस एंगल EHQ जो है, EHQ वो तो 90 डिग्री है, देख लो यहाँ पे EHQ तो 90 डिग्री है, इज इक्वल टू 180 डिग्री। सो यू गॉट एंगल PQH इज इक्वल टू 180 डिग्री, और PQH जो है बेटा दैट इज नथिंग बट PQR। सो एंगल PQR विल, सॉरी ये 90 डिग्री है ना, यहाँ पे 90 डिग्री 180 माइनस 90 है वो, तो 90 डिग्री हो गया, तो PQR ऑल्सो इज 90 डिग्री। ठीक है, तो दिस हाउ यू हैव प्रूव्ड इट, दिस इज हाउ यू हैव प्रूव्ड दिस क्वेश्चन। तो वही है, जब मिड पॉइंट मिल जाता है ना बेटा बहुत सारे, तो पैरेलल लाइंस के बारे में सोचो, मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम यूज करने का सोचो, लाइंस एंड एंगल्स, ट्राइंगल, सबका नॉलेज विल बी यूजफुल हियर। ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ दिस क्वेश्चन विल बी सॉल्व्ड। ठीक है, तो जो मैं स्टार्टिंग में बता रहा था बेटा, द लिंक vdnt.in/ytpro, जैसे ही उस पर क्लिक करोगे यू विल बी टेकन टू दिस पेज। अब उसमें सेलेक्ट योर ग्रेड 9 है ना, CBSE 2021 करो, ये गेट सब्सक्रिप्शन पे आ जाओ। यहाँ पे आने के बाद में तुम्हारे पास में चॉइस है 1 मंथ, 3 मंथ और 6 मंथ्स का। ठीक है, 1 मंथ का चूज करते हो तो शुरू में ये प्राइस दिखाएगा। अब यहाँ पे क्या करो, ये एंटर कूपन कोड जो है ना, यहाँ पे कूपन कोड लगा दो GP Pro, एंड तुम लोगों को मिल जाएगा 15% ऑफ, 15% ऑफ मिल रहा है बेटा। ठीक है, ये वाला कूपन कोड जो है ये एप्लीकेबल है 1 मंथ में भी, 3 मंथ्स में भी एंड 5 मंथ्स में भी। ठीक है, अब देखो पहली बात, ये जो 6 मंथ्स का या 3 मंथ्स का या 1 मंथ का जो भी प्राइस बता रहे हैं, दैट इज नॉट ओनली फॉर मैथ्स, ये तुम्हारे सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए है। मैथ्स, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी, SST एंड इंग्लिश, सारे जो 6 मेजर सब्जेक्ट जो है तुम्हारे, वो सारे यहाँ पे कवर होंगे। और ये भी देखो कि इतने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स फॉर 6 मंथ्स, तो द प्राइस इज क्वाइट अफोर्डेबल, अगर आप लोग अफोर्ड कर सकते हो और आप लोगों को चाहिए कि हाँ वेदांतु में आके पढ़ना है और ज़्यादा अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं, मास्टर टीचर से पढ़ना है तो यू आर मोर देन वेलकम टू ज्वाइन। और एक और बात है कि बेटा देखो 1 मंथ का प्राइस आफ्टर डिस्काउंट इज अराउंड 2300 एंड 6 मंथ का प्राइस आफ्टर डिस्काउंट इज 9774। तो तुम लोग देखोगे कि जब प्राइस पर मंथ कैलकुलेट करोगे तो यहाँ पे पर मंथ प्राइस जो आ रहा है वो 1600 समथिंग आ रहा है। तो द मोर नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स तुम लोग कोर्स लोगे तो प्राइस उतना लेस पड़ेगा। और एक और बात है कि ज्यादा टाइम तक साथ रहोगे तो ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा इन द डेप्थ प्रिपरेशन होगी, मोर डिटेल में प्रिपरेशन होगी। ठीक है, तो यू कैन चूज एनी वन ऑफ दीज आउट ऑफ दीज ऑल। ठीक है, एंड ये रहा तुम्हारा लिंक, याद रखना दिस इज योर कूपन कोड। ठीक है, चलो बच्चों थैंक यू सो मच। आई होप कि सब कुछ क्लियर हो गया होगा। थोड़े डिफरेंट से क्वेश्चन लिए मैंने, जो पिछली बार उमंग सीरीज में कराए थे उन क्वेश्चंस को भी एक बार देख लेना, पुराने वीडियोस को भी, तो दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अ लॉट। ठीक है बेटा, सो दिस इज ऑल। आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू एंजॉयड इट। प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द वीडियो, share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Sayonara. Khuda Hafiz to all of you. Bye bye.